Mini braids is a great way to grow your natural hair. In 2024, we're going through a series of mini braids challenges to help you to reach lengths that you've never reached before. As you know, on this channel, I'm showing you how to grow your natural hair through various challenges, and I've done 6 mini braids challenges so far. I've done a braid and twist challenge. I've also done cornrow challenges and twist challenges. So check out my playlist section for all the challenges that I do on here to motivate you to grow your natural hair. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the common mistakes that we can avoid while we are wearing mini braids. Let's get into the video. Welcome and welcome back to Simply Shev, where we talk about all things natural hair, including my own natural hair journey, styling ideas, DIYs, and so much more to help you grow your natural hair long, healthy, and strong. In this particular clip that's playing in the background, my mini braids was in for 7 weeks, and as I'm taking down these 7 weeks or mini braids, I can talk about some of the mistakes that you can avoid. So when you get to this point, it's actually easier because by this point we're nearing takedown or we're redoing our edges so that we can go a bit longer. So let's get into some of those common mistakes. One of the common mistakes actually shows where I'm going to talk about is the kitchen and the edges, is to braid those areas too tightly. You don't want to be straining those areas. There's areas very important for when we have those buns and those lovely styles. So to make sure that when you're braiding your nape or you're braiding the front of your hair, that it's not too tight for your mini braids. If you're going to be wearing this for a period of time, you won't actually see the damage until you've taken your hair out. So be careful when you're braiding around the edges of your hair to make sure that you're not actually causing a lot of damage. Sometimes the damage can be permanent as well, because I've had styles in and I've got damage from those styles and that hair will never ever grow back. So be very careful when you're braiding this area. Also, when it comes to take down, because this area is very sensitive and where you might lose a lot of hair, be very careful when you're taking it down. As well, as you can see there, I'm taking my time. I'm using tools such as a wide tooth comb, but I'm also using my hand, my fingers as a guide to take these mini braids out to ensure that I gain the maximum amount of length around the edges of my hair. So avoid tight braids, especially around the edges of your hair. That's the nape and that's the front of your hair. Avoid being impatient when you're taking down these braids. Set aside enough time to be able to get this protective style out of your hair. I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but after so many challenges, after 6 mini braids challenges, trust me, you want to set aside enough time not to tear through your hair and have the patience actually overestimate the amount of time it's going to take you to take down these braids. At the end of my challenges, when my hair got really long, it's taking me like up to 2-3 minutes to take down a one braid. And if you braid your hair very small, that's actually a long time to get those braids out. So overestimate the amount of time that you're going to need to take these braids down if you're going to save the hair that you've grown. And as you can see there, it's showing you where the buildup is. It's probably about 2 inches of growth, sometimes 1.5 inches, sometimes 1 inch, all depending on the growth rate. You want to keep all of that hair, so take your time where it comes to take down. Use a tool if you need to, like I'm using a comb in this video. Ensure that you moisturize your hair regularly when it is in mini braids, so that when you're taking it down, you're not taking down crispy, dry hair that at every stroke of the comb, you're just seeing bits of hair. And that's happened to me before. You know, life happens, and sometimes in these longer term protective styles, we forget that our hair is in a style. We literally just ignore it. And so we can all be guilty of forgetting to moisturize our hair. And I say this some of the times as I brush my teeth. I literally just get water. Water is the best moisturizer anyway. And I moisturize my mini braids. So I get that moisture in there. The moisture is a priority. My hair, because it's 4B, 4C, and that's a characteristic that it will break at these kinks, I've got to make sure that I get the correct amount of moisture in my hair so that when I'm taking it down, I don't lose my all the growth that I've gotten. Next up, and another one that I am guilty of, is avoid skipping your nighttime routine. It's very important that while we are in these longer term protective style, and to avoid lint and buildup, that we try as best as possible to either cover our hair with suitable fabrics such as silky fabric, nylon, or actual silk, or actually have a pillowcase or bedding that actually allows our hair to not mat up, to not gather lint or dust. So protect your hair at night to see the maximum amount of benefit from this protective style. As I'm showing you there, there's quite a lot of lint build up there on my mini braids, and I could have taken better care of wearing these at night. So make sure, avoid the mistake that I made in this video and cover your hair at night. I'm showing you there water as well. The water is very, very important, as well as having a good nighttime routine on your mini braids. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. As you know, on this channel, I am growing my natural hair. I've never had long hair before, and so I'm growing my natural hair through a series of challenges to motivate you to do the same. So subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I post, and leave me a comment down below. I really love to hear from you. All three of those things really help this channel to grow. I've been creating content consistently for the last 3 years. So I'd love for this channel really to grow, to reach the audience that's looking for a cheap way to grow your natural hair, an effective way, to grow your natural hair in a style that anyone can do. Mini braids, mini twists, cornrows, and you'll see lots of growth like you're seeing in my hair. Avoid leaving your braids in for too long. As you can see, at week 7 here, I am redoing the edges of my braid. That is because after 7 weeks, with all of the buildup that I get, that part of my hair, that's actually a problem area. So I'm rebraiding at 7 weeks because I looked at my hair and I saw that, look, if I kept this in any longer, it will actually start to lock, and I'm not quite ready to look at this point yet. So I want to make sure that I take out those braids that have the tendency that will get the buildup, that will lock easier. Make sure that at week 7 they come down, and I redo them in order to continue my protective style. Try not to leave the styling overall for a very long time if it's your first time ever doing mini braids, because you will actually lose a lot of hair. Mini braids is a great way to grow your natural hair. I advocate for using mini braids to grow your natural hair on this channel, as you know, because it's done so much for my hair. But also, you can with anything that's good, you can overdo it and you can actually see bad effects. I also advocate that when you wear mini braids, that you take them out, you take a break before you put the next set in, because you might see breakage that way as well. Avoid these common mistakes on this fantastic protective style to grow your natural hair. Once again, subscribe if you have not done so. And lastly, avoid not paying attention to the ends of your hair while you are in mini braids. Of course, the ends is the oldest part of our hair, and as our hair is growing out at the root, the ends also are very, very important. So make sure you check the ends of your hair. If they're looking dry, if they're looking like they're breaking off, it's time to pay attention. Do a deep conditioner. I've covered in my previous video, should you deep condition your mini braids? Check that out. I think that you should, but check out all the reasons why, but not for everyone, and also not often. So check out that video for more information. And pay attention to the ends of your hair while you're in mini braids to see lots of growth like you're seeing here in this video. I want to say thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care and God bless you.